What's up guys, Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today I'm excited to bring you a review of the Urban Life Assets Messenger Bag. And how I got this bag is actually pretty funny. Somebody stole my review off YouTube and put it on their YouTube channel of the SOG duffel bag. And so Urban Life Assets contacted me and said, hey, thanks for the review, but that's actually not our bag. So I contacted them back and said, I didn't review your bag. Somebody stole that video. We got talking and I said, but your bag looks really cool. So you want to send them along for a review? And they were like, yeah, sure. So that's how I got the Urban Life Assets bag. I'm excited to take a look at it, to share it with you. Really cool looking bag. It's going to run you about $36, $37. You can find it on Amazon. They're a company that's got lots of innovative ideas, and they're continuing to design more and more things. So I want to encourage you to check out their website again and again and again, and I'll put the link down below so you can see how you can head over there to hear about their company. But the kind of look of this is old school, kind of military surplus, but it's got a lot of neat features, and actually some of the features I really look for when it comes to a messenger bag. So let's zoom in on the bag and we'll talk about it, and then I'm going to use it for a while and come back and let you know what I think about it. When you first look at the bag here, it looks like your standard messenger bag, which it's going to function like your average messenger bag. So it's got a strap, which is in here, and I'll take that out in one moment. It's going to go over your shoulder, and you're going to put, your gear, your laptop, whatever you want inside it. But it's very simple on the outside, but it's got a lot of, I think, just helpful features. When I'm looking for a bag, I've seen a lot of bags over the years, and so I'm looking for lots of those little details that make it especially useful. So even right here on the outside, you've got two stitched in sections here, so you can put a carabiner, you can clip your keys on there. Open this up, and you got hook and loop closure to do that. When you get into the main, or to this first section, you got a hook and loop section, you got a pocket here, hook and loop into this pocket. And you can see that this bottom section kind of folds back a little bit. Seems like there's a little bit of padding down here on the bottom, and it's squared away. This reminds me of the Voodoo Tactical Scorpion range bag. So it looks like when you have some stuff in it, it's more likely to rest flat as opposed to just kind of collapsing in on itself, which I like that. You got their little logo right here. When you open up this main section, you can see I've got the strap here. It does have these brass loops, and then let me get this into the camera here. Your webbing, and you got your padded, a little bit of padded section here. Not a ton of padding, but enough to certainly make a difference compared to just the webbing. And then it goes down to this side, and that strap is fully adjustable. Let's flip it over to the back side, and then we'll show you actually down inside the bag. Let me just flip this over here. You can see I'm using a brick to hold it up just so you can get a good angle with the light. There is a back pocket here, and that is one large pocket here, again with hook and loop closure. So very simple on the back. The other thing I do like is that we're looking at the side now, and you've got a pocket down here, which you can get a snap, so you can actually close that up if you have something smaller in it. But it's going to be big enough to fit a water bottle in there quite comfortably. So you're going to be able to fit an Nalgene in there. Obviously, if you have the inside of the bag stuffed, so it's really forcing its way out, you're probably not going to be able to fit a whole lot in there. But if you're using it in a relatively normal way, you'll be able to fit a Nalgene bottle in here. And then on the other side, same thing on this end. So you've got two pockets on the side, a large pocket on the back, and then those two pockets on the front. And now let's actually look inside the bag. Alright, so I've changed the angle so you got the most light that's shining down into the bag so you can actually see what's in there. We've got hook and loop here to get into the padded computer storage section of the bag, and there's padding on this side and then padding on the back side. So put your computer in there, fold this over, and now you've got your computer stored nice and safe in there. It's not going to fall out. Down in the main portion of the bag, you can see we've got a pocket here, and then we have a pocket over here as well. And then you have a lanyard for, attaching a keychain or maybe some other gear there. Spin it around, and you can see on the other side, let me get some good light in there again. You can see we've got a bunch of spots for pens and such, and a pocket here, and a pocket down there. And then unzip this, and you've got another internal pocket inside. And then just, you've got the section to store the computer, and then you have this large open section here in the middle. So lots of space to put all kinds of gear, items, whatever you want to do in that section of the bag. Here's one more look at the bag, and what I'll basically be doing now is using this for a handful of weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and then I'll report back in and let you know what I think about it. A couple thoughts right off the bat is that this is going to be a good bag to carry a laptop in particular, because it does have that laptop top section, and then some other gear. This is not built to be a bug out bag. This is built to be an effective bag for, you know, carrying around the basic gear that you need for work, and then maybe some extra items as well. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about, you know, this bag and what type of application it's going to be best used for. It's not built for, you know, throw it on your back, run into the woods, and survive for 6 months. That's not what it is. It's a messenger bag. So, you know, I'll test it out using it in that form, in that way, and then I'll come back and let you know what I think about it. So I've been using the bag for a while now. I'm going to give you the quick rundown of what I'm actually keeping in this bag. We'll show you what I have in the different pockets, and then I'll give you some summary thoughts on the bag. Over here on this side, I do have my full-size Nalgene, so that does fit, as I mentioned, on either side. When you open up these front pockets, in this front one, what I've been keeping is my my cord for my computer. So there's probably twice the amount of space, so you could fit 2 of those, but I just haven't filled up that pocket, and that's all in there. Over here on this side, I've got my CRKT. This was the case that held the James Williams tactical pen, and this is where I keep all my iPhone chargers and iPad chargers and things like that. I do have a Streamlight flashlight in there. It's a pretty big one, but just to show you that it can hold some larger gear. I have that in there. I've also got my CRKT Eaton Tool XL. I've got some Everyday Tactical Vids business cards, and then I got one other thing, which is just a little flash drive. So that's everything for these front 2 pockets. And then let me turn this around and we'll show you what's actually on the inside. Looking into the bag now, in this main computer section, I do have my computer. One thing I do want to tell you is that just based on the size of my computer, when I zip this this main section up, let me just close this zipper up here for you real quick. It actually does kind of, it bumps out, I guess I would say, this portion of the bag. It's not a huge deal when I put the flap over the top. It doesn't affect that at all, but this doesn't basically ride down flat. It does stick up a little bit. My computer is pretty old school, my work computer. It's not a Mac, it's not anything sleek or slick. So that is in the computer section. So let me take this out of there and just get that out of the way. Stack it up there. I have a bunch of papers and stuff that I just have in there for work. And then in the other section, I've got my Bible and another book. I've got a journal and another book there. And then down in this lower portion, there are some sections, some smaller pockets, and then I've got 3 pens in there. I don't think I have anything in these smaller pockets. I just don't have any need to put stuff in there right now. And then down in this back pocket here, I've got some kind of emergency, maybe some survival gear from out, and I just have this bag, you know, I can grab and go out and work on some skills. I do have an emergency blanket, just something I tossed in there. I do have a mirror, emergency mirror there. Also got my SE Zula, and that's in there. So I got a tiny little fixed blade, and I think that's it. So as you can see, I don't have a ton of survival gear, a ton of emergency gear, anything like that in the bag. And I didn't find a use. I could cram these back 2 pockets filled with stuff, but I just didn't think that was necessary. This bag for me was, you know, a computer bag and a work bag with some extra stuff thrown in. It's not a bug out bag or a survival bag or anything like that. Wrapping up here, what do I want to tell you about the Urban Assets messenger bag? First thing I'll say is I like the look of it, kind of that old school canvas, kind of classic. It's just a cool looking bag, so I like that. The second thing I'll say is that it's a good work bag, so it holds, you know, stuff I need for work, pens, pencils, books, Bible, my computer, the cords for my computer, things like that, just fine. It also holds a water bottle, which for me is a big deal. I don't like bags that don't have some option to hold a water bottle. The other thing I'll tell you is that when it comes to being maybe an emergency bag or something like that, it's going to be a good gray man bag. So if you want to stay under the radar, you don't want tons of molly webbing all over your bag, you don't want people looking at you saying, hey, that looks kind of like a military or law enforcement, you know, type bag. This bag is not going to draw nearly as much attention as one of those bags. Now it is, you know, that OD green, so maybe a little bit will get people's attention, but a lot of people are using OD and a lot of people are using kind of old school canvas style bags for work bags now. So I think it's going to get a lot less attention. So you could carry a small iPad and a lot of other gear in this bag if you wanted to. Price point, very reasonable, so that's definitely a plus. You're talking about $40, so that's a good deal for what you're getting in this bag. As far as changes, if they did a version 2.0 of this, I would add some extra stitching into some of like the handle up here and some of the other places. Just do double stitching. I think that would give it extra strength. I would also add some padding onto the basically the part that's going to rest on your shoulder for the shoulder strap. I just think that would make it a bit more comfortable. Now again, this is not built to be a bug out bag or some type of extreme survival bag, but if you want a bag that you can use for work but also carry gear and you want it to be subtle, this could be a good option for you to check out. So check out the link down below. I'll take you to the link on Amazon to get over to the Urban Assets messenger bag, and you could purchase it there. And if you use that link below, you'll certainly be supporting the Everyday Tactical Vids channel. So thanks in advance if you choose to do that. Urban Assets, they've been working on their website. By the time this video comes out, it may be up. I'll put a link down below to their actual website. You can check them out as well and see what other gear they have. Thanks as always for watching our videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids on YouTube if you have not done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram and Tumblr as well. Take care.